Ты чё въёбываешься в меня, блядь? Разбегаемся быстрее! Да ты въёбываешься, что ли, нахуй? Тихо, тихо!
Ukrainian forces have once again demonstrated the lethal effectiveness of their FPV drones, this time targeting Russian motorcycle units operating on the front line. The attacks unfolded with terrifying precision, leaving Russian troops scrambling for cover as the buzzing drones chased them across open terrain. According to frontline sources, the Russian motorcycle troops were attempting a rapid maneuver to outflank Ukrainian positions. Moving in small groups, they sped through broken fields and trenches, hoping to bypass Ukrainian defenses. However, Ukrainian drone operators had already detected their movements and prepared a deadly ambush. Within minutes, swarms of FPV drones were launched into the sky. Their cameras locked onto the speeding motorcycles, tracking them with chilling accuracy. The sound of the drones grew louder, like mechanical hornets hunting their prey. Panic began to spread among the Russian riders as they realized they had been spotted. The first strike came suddenly. An FPV drone slammed directly into the lead motorcycle, sending it flipping into the air in a fiery explosion. The blast scattered shrapnel across the dirt road, throwing riders off balance. Those who tried to accelerate were immediately pursued by more drones closing in with ruthless intent. Eyewitness reports describe the scene as chaotic and merciless. Russian soldiers abandoned their bikes, desperately sprinting into tree lines and ditches. But the drones did not let up. Operators chased them relentlessly, guiding the machines with deadly precision until one after another was engulfed in flame. Ukrainian commanders revealed that this operation was carefully planned to counter Russia's use of fast-moving motorcycle units, which have been increasingly deployed for reconnaissance and quick assault. By deploying drones against them, Ukraine turned their speed into a deadly disadvantage. The commanders explained that Russian motorcycles, while agile, are highly exposed to aerial threats. Unlike armored vehicles, they offer no protection against explosive strikes from above. Ukrainian drone operators exploited this vulnerability to devastating effect, transforming the battlefield into a trap from which there was no escape. Each drone strike was captured on camera, with footage showing motorcycles being ripped apart in violent detonation. These recordings, now circulating widely on social media, highlight not only Ukraine's tactical ingenuity, but also the sheer terror these drones instill in enemy troops. In one video, a Russian soldier can be seen frantically weaving his bike across a field, trying to evade the pursuing drone, only to be consumed in a massive fireball seconds later. The chilling images have since gone viral, fueling both admiration and dread. The Russians attempted to regroup, forming defensive lines with heavy machine guns in hopes of shooting down the drone. But the drones approached at low altitudes, weaving through terrain, circling obstacles, and striking with pinpoint accuracy. Several gun positions were obliterated before they could even return fire. Witnesses say the gun crews were left in shock, unable to comprehend how quickly their weapons were neutralized, their positions reduced to burning wreckage in a matter of seconds. As the battle raged, motorcycle engines could be heard roaring frantically, weaving through destroyed vehicles in a desperate attempt to escape. Yet for every rider that tried to flee, another drone screamed overhead, diving straight into its target. The battlefield became a graveyard of smoldering bikes and broken bodies, with black smoke rising into the sky. Survivors described the chaos as hell on earth, where there was no safe direction to run, no place to hide, and no chance to fight back. Ukrainian soldiers watching from the trenches reportedly cheered as each strike hit its mark. For them, the drones were not just weapons, but guardians eliminating threats before they could reach frontline position. One soldier described the drones as angels of death, defending us from the enemy's speed. Others recalled the immense relief of knowing that the swarming motorcycles, once feared for their surprise attacks, had been neutralized before they could cause harm. Russian losses in this engagement were reportedly severe, with dozens of motorcycles destroyed and scores of troops either killed or wounded. Analysts suggest that this could force the Russian command to reconsider the use of motorcycle troops, once seen as an innovative tactic for rapid assault. Experts now argue that, without sufficient air defense cover, these units are effectively suicide squads against Ukraine's relentless FPV strikes. The psychological impact was equally devastating. Survivors described the overwhelming fear of being hunted down by machines that could not be outrun. Unlike artillery or airstrikes, these drones followed them personally, never ceasing until the target was eliminated. One captured Russian soldier admitted that many of his comrades froze in terror when they heard the high-pitched whine of drones approaching, knowing that it meant inevitable death. Military experts note that Ukraine's reliance on FPV drones is transforming modern warfare. Cheap, fast, and deadly, these drones are proving more effective against certain targets than traditional artillery or armored unit. Their success against motorcycle troops underscores their adaptability on the battlefield. Western analysts suggest that Ukraine's growing mastery of drone warfare could change not only this conflict, but also how future wars are fought across the globe. By the end of the operation, the battlefield lay silent except for the crackle of burning engines. Ukrainian drone teams returned to base victorious, having once again turned the tide with their relentless, unyielding tactic. For the Russian riders who faced them, it was a nightmare of fire, steel, and inescapable death. Entire columns of motorcycles were reduced to twisted wrecks, scattered across fields and dirt roads, marking the site of yet another failed Russian maneuver. This latest engagement stands as a brutal reminder. On today's front lines, speed offers no safety when drones can strike faster, deadlier, and without mercy. The era of motorcycles as quick assault units may be over, crushed under the relentless dominance of Ukrainian FPV drone warfare.